We're joined now by Brian Levitt, Invesco's Global Market Strategist. Brian, great to have you with us again. I want to ask you about how you're approaching the next 18 months, given all of the risks to the downside in the near term, but with this huge game changer that we have, of the vaccine for next year to the upside.
Yeah, I always ask myself two primary questions. What's the direction of the economy over the period we're talking about, and what is the policy response going to be? And so it seems pretty clear that the economy is going to be improving over the next year and a half. And we already know that monetary policy is going to be overly accommodative. We'll see if there's more support coming on the fiscal side. So that entails what you would believe would be a recovery trade. And that would mean interest rates up a bit, the yield curve steeper. It means that you'd want to own stocks over bonds, credit over treasuries, and within stocks, you want to own more cyclical parts of the market, and that should persist for a while.
So, what sectors are you liking for 2021? I saw tech was on your list.
Yeah, I think you want to own the cyclical parts of the market, and that that's going to be the growth oriented cyclicals, technology and consumer discretionary. I know that they've had, particularly the tech sector had a big run for a number of years, but it's still a world where we're going to reward companies that can generate true earnings growth. On the discretionary side, as more of us get vaccinated and we start to reopen larger segments of the economy, then the more cyclical oriented parts of the market perform well. And I would think even the more value oriented in an improving economic backdrop with overly accommodative policy, you should see broader participation, which would include things like industrials, materials, and even financials.
Really quick here, Brian. Like I have 5 seconds with you. I'm wondering if you think that there's going to be a pullback coming, given the euphoria levels that we're seeing in the market.
Well, there'd be a pullback to the extent that there's policy uncertainty, and there's not a lot of policy uncertainty here, and so I think it's a market that, yeah, there may be some volatility along the way, but this is a market that's likely to go higher over the next years.
All right, perfect. Nice and fast, just as we needed it. Brian Levitt, Global Market Strategist at Invesco. Thanks for joining us.